There's a pub there on that corner called the Rose and Crown. Hi, how you doing? And I live in Pimlico, which is that way. And a friend of mine, Nicholas Chetwynd Talbot, who I used to go to boarding school with when I was 8, live that way. And convenience being what it is, okay. We used to meet up there. Well, I say he lived in Chelsea, he almost lived in that pub for a while. He used to get there when it opened around about 11 o'clock, and he used to stay there till about 2 o'clock. Because he wasn't going through a very good time. And all the bar staff knew him very well. Because he spent so much time and obviously so much money in there. And it was strange because we both went to the same school as each other. From the ages of like 8 till 12. Then we went to separate schools. And then we both ended up in London, about a mile away from each other, and we were both working in finance. So, now, they used to call them exeats, which are like, you used to go to school for about a month, then you had a long weekend with your parents. Very strange people you had to spend time with when you weren't learning Latin. And one exeat, he came to stay with me in my family home. And it's true, he always used to ask about my sister, Gemini. It was only, he approached me on Facebook a few years ago, and we met up quite a bit. And I remember before, he always used to ask after my sister, which is a strange thing. Especially when I had that memory that my sister sexually interfered with me when I was 7. So I got to thinking, well, did she do something to him on that weekend when he stayed over? I hope not. Anyway, who knows? But when I used to do his tarot card readings, strange, isn't it? This car's just pulled over and just sat there, like they often do. Anyway, there's a trend in London for sitting in your car all night. Some people must have sold their flats and just live in cars now. Anywho, where was I? Yeah, so I hope Anna didn't sexually interfere with Nicholas Chetwynd Talbot. Nothing I can do about it, but there you go. Just a thought. Now, so when we got back in touch, and he was obviously drinking so much, and he was basically part of the furniture in that pub. This was before COVID. Oh, yeah, and he confided an awful lot in me. It's public knowledge because it'll be in the court system, so I don't feel like I'm betraying a confidence. But he was accused of sexually interfering with his daughter, Daisy. And I didn't judge. I thought, well, either it's just drunk talk, but it continued, and I didn't know right or wrong. He told me he didn't do it, so I thought, well, I'm not going to judge, I'll just be there and prop him up, whichever way it tumbles out, I don't know. But he didn't seem to have anyone else he could talk to. And he'd split with the mother of Daisy, so There's quite a lot of, I think she'd run off with a tennis player or something. So, as you do. I won't say what just came into my mind. Keep it clean. But I used to do his cards for him. And Ten of Swords kept coming out. Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords. Oh, do you mind? Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords. So who's this Gemini you got in your life? Funny enough, my Gemini sister is the Ten of Swords. And he said he had his new wife was called Alex. And I thought, ho hum. Anyway, which if you're gonna, if people are gonna lie, trained liars anyway, are told to lie as close to the truth as possible. So Alex and Anna were a bit close together. I thought, at least if you get at, then it's Alex or Anna. I thought this is, And then my bullshit-ometer was going off. But I thought, okay, take it at face value. Oh! You can't afford the insurance, I wouldn't. Come on, put your foot down. Thank you. Bless you and all who's tailing you. Do you know? My leg. So it feels like in my sleep. I'm sorry. It feels like somebody battered my ankle with a baseball bat in my sleep. Anyway, it's going to be a bit wonky. I'm going to sit at the bus stop anyway. Where was I? Yeah. So he took all that support I gave, and then when COVID came along, because they could afford it, they buggered off to a farm in Sussex or something, I was told anyway. They disappeared. Now, the peeve that I had with that was that he's got a wife and a new kid with a new wife. Well, he knew damn well I lived by myself. But when he was in need of something, he lent on me quite heavily. But when COVID came along and he was there tucked away with his family on a farm, all safe and sound and nice and closed off, knowing full well that I was still stuck in a city where there was a lot more opportunity to catch something, did I get one mother doodery phone call to say, are you okay? No. That sort of stuck with me for a bit. I thought, what kind of hoover are you? And then when COVID was over, oh hi, should we catch up? Maybe not. Ow, bugger. Oh, God. Sorry. My language. And I thought, alright, when it suits you then, huh? And I did eventually. But then it all stopped. But I did get a text message from him. I mean, my phones have been weird since about 2019. I've been through, I don't know how many phone numbers I've had to go through, how many email addresses I've had to go through. I mean, it's obvious that somebody's dipping their nose into my stuff. I would hate to think of what emails have gone out in my name that I never wrote. Crikey. So, let's change flavour for it. I'm going between Coca-Cola and septic banana at the moment. Oh, I can't sit down. God, take the weight off my innuendos. Let's go a bit more slowly. So, yeah, wasn't best Wasn't very pleased really, but there you go. But I thought I'll rock up a couple of times and see if anything's mentioned. Nothing was. So I thought, oh. And then apparently he had this big opportunity. And this has happened so many times with people that I knew. Oh, I'm going to get this big payoff soon. Or I'm going to get this, yeah. I've almost finished something, there'll be a big payoff. And I heard that from Scorpio upstairs when I did his cards. I heard it from him and a couple of others which I won't mention now, but everybody seemed to be in line for, a big dollop of cash. I thought, well, what have you all done to deserve it? And things were adding up. No, I thought, okay. Well, everyone's going to be rich apart from me then, aren't they? Nice for you. Well, if you can't remember when you're poor and getting COVID, you're not going to remember when you're remember when you're rich. So actually, why am I bothering? Stop. So, then there was a bit of a break. Then I got a text message. I can't remember. Oh, the last summer, or summer before, I think. And can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? And I didn't get back to it straight away. No, I did text back, and it obviously hadn't been read. So then I tried calling the number, and the number, obviously, been cancelled. I thought, oh, that's not then. That's the end of that friendship. But I know where he lives. So last summer, I went round there, and I said to the concierge, well, he told you his name. I said, is Nick Chetwin Tolbin? Who are you? I said, I used to go to school with him. He's obviously changed his number. Maybe we can meet up. So I wrote my number down. I haven't heard back. I fell in love, he's Capricorn. 31st of December 71. Anyway. One of the ones that went better, I think. But yeah, it's quite odd. So I haven't heard anything, so that's how it sits. Apart from ... that pub, which was basically not his second home, it was his first home. I went in there a few weeks ago, and the lady behind the bar, who always used to serve us when we used to go semi-regular, whenever we used to meet up, I said, oh, how's Nick? How's he doing? Have you seen him? She went, Nick. I thought, don't tell me you can't remember Nick Tolbin. You would have spent more time with him than you did with your husband. So I had to get a picture from Facebook and show her. She went, oh, we got all the old. I think I remember. Look, don't lie to me, Sweet Cheeks. I wasn't tipped off the turnip truck yesterday. Why are you lying? Well, I don't care why you're lying. You're lying. So I'll never know why, but you are. So why is I don't like this expression, but why is a barmaid who knows damn well, about 2 years, I was very good friends with him, and she will have heard his drunken talk about being accused of fiddling with his own daughter, because that would have spilt out. The man, he used to drink anyway, the state he used to get himself into. So why is she denying all knowledge of that? Question mark. Why? Oh, why actually? Why deny knowledge of him? I don't know. But anyway, I was passing there. I knew I was going to pass there, so I thought I'd put this little thing together. Because I don't have any answers for that. There are lots of things I don't have answers to that I hoped I would find answers to. So I'm just going to do lots of little clips asking the questions. And I'll put the questions out there rather than the answers, which I had hoped to put out there. So if anything happens to me, the questions are still alive. Anyway. Sounds a bit fatalistic, but there you go. Oh God, I've got to stop. Yeah. So, that's the whole thing with lies, isn't it? Most people are crap at lying, but they think they're good at it. So, unless you're a very good liar, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Because there are only so many ways to lie. There's so many ways to front a lie. And normally those have got ticks scratched all over them. And anybody who knows what to look for when people are lying, you just read it straight off. So somebody asked me the other day if I had 3 wishes, what would I wish for? I wish people would stop lying. Yeah. I wish people would just stop lying. Anyway, take care.